Hello, hello, everybody. It is the China Ricans coming to you from Whittier, California. I know, I'm silly. What a day. I've been posting, a few shots from today. I'm still in awe how good God is. We didn't look for this, but so what I'm talking about for those that don't know, and sorry, we're just home relaxing because we have another bigger one tomorrow. So Joyce has been in a program through a flyer that came to us regarding a apprenticeship, and we didn't know anything about it. And Joyce was already applying to Mount SAC. I mean, because Joyce is ready to take her life to another level, from wheelchair to being mobile to being healthier. And we pray like, now what, So Joyce was applying, and I wasn't really comfortable with her being out there, even though she's mobile, even though, I don't know, I just wasn't ready to let her go out there. And but things turned around, and we got a flyer from the regional center. The regional center works with California Mentors, which is an agency where they connected Joyce and I. It's a foster care for adults with learning disabilities. And so they sent us a flyer, and we didn't think anything of it. And I've learned it doesn't hurt to try and make a phone call, because just what if, right? Thank goodness that we did, right, Joyce?
Yeah.
And I will tell you, when things don't flow easy, sometimes we'll say, if it flows easy, it's God. And I do believe that. If it doesn't flow, then we'll say, oh, the enemy's resisting, you got to keep pushing through. I've experienced both. So in this case, there was hurdles to jump through. George should have started January, beginning of January. The process was started maybe October, November. And we were just ready to say, you know what, forget it, very frustrated. But you know what, every day we woke up and said, today's a new day. Today's a new day. By this time, Joyce, she was ready to give up. I had to push her. I had to push myself to say, you know what, there's so many people involved. You know what, I just had an aha moment. You know how they're asking our opinion? Remember when there was so many people involved? It just hit me when I said that right now, that we weren't getting phone calls back because the right hand didn't know what the left hand was doing.
Right. Okay.
So I just, that could be something that we could bring up now that they know who Joyce Liu is.
Yeah.
And I believe we have a voice there. So anyways, finally she started school 4 weeks ago. And it's going well. Challenges, yes, but it's going well so far. And what I loved about it is that she didn't go to Mount SAC. It's a very controlled, structured, supported apprenticeship. Now, I do believe there's some without disabilities for those that don't have a disability, but she started with the program, and it was called Ready, Willing, and Able. So that's what she's doing right now. She's doing really good. And so we were invited by Alexandra, and she said, I want Joyce. We're going to have a steak house meeting. And that was today. It was about 25 people, maybe. And I really didn't know what we were stepping into. I'm doing all the talking. You told me to start it.
You just kept going along.
Well, you need to jump in because I won't stop.
Well, so today's steakhouse stakeholder, something like that. Stakeholders.
Not a steakhouse, Joyce.
Oh. steak house held my steak for me. No, just kidding. Um, the stakeholders meeting today was uh, 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 around 25 people. A a f- a few a f- uh, a f- a few of them came in later, so it's about 25 people, huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
And what else?
And it was it was it was an amazing it was an amazing experience. We learned so much, and 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 and, and of course I got to give my experience of the program as a whole. um I I I uh I talked about how this I I I I I talked about how the school was going, how willing, ready, willing, and able was able to help me, able to help me with, like, um with connecting me to the right school, and and they they're 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 just so they they're just so supportive and, like, tight knit than 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 a traditional public school, which which before this, like Mama Kiki said, I applied to Mount Sac. I I I was going off the deep end. This apprenticeship was throwing me a lifeline. It was like it it it's it it's it it's given me a lot more support than I could than and 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 I honestly needed that support. So I'm
Right.
so grateful.
Yes. So what we loved about this is that at first we were disappointed because I wanted Joyce to be out of the house,
Right.
off my right hip, because she wants to be with me 24/7. But in all sincerity, I wanted her to make friends. I want her to have a social life. And so when they said this was only online, we were truly disappointed. But I'll be honest, we love it now. We love it now. And it's only for what, 11 months, and then she'll get a job, and then she'll be able to be out there. But just in a nutshell, we just came on first to say thank you for supporting Joyce Lou's story. We are what we speak. We are what we speak. We started calling this the Joyce Lou story, in the beginning when we were filming. You were in the wheelchair, from maybe just to the walker, to maybe to the braces, to even a bicycle, to pushing your walker up and down the street for exercise, to pushing nothing, walking independent, jogging independent. So it's been a journey, but what I love is that it seems like today there was a shift. So we're invited, or Joyce was invited, to share why is this program important. So apparently there was investors there for the ready, willing, and able. So that, okay, they want to know where their funds are going. Is this worth it? Is it working? So when we got there, I was driving in the rain looking for a hotel. I figured it was a hotel on Harbor, and it was actually the Department of Rehab. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I went back and forth on the phone with them in the beginning when they couldn't get Joyce going. And so I didn't realize what we were invited to. This was bigger than we imagined, right? So we're literally at Department of Rehab, and there was doctors in there. There was different organizations, and we're just listening to these conversations. And I learned so much about, they were saying that not everybody can have a 4-year college, but they can still have a career. College is
Right.
not for everybody.
Right.
And I'm sitting back and I'm like, my goodness, this makes so much sense.
Right.
So they're collaborating. How do we get the word out that there is apprenticeships here? Now, we're a little confused as if it's only for those disabled, but it seemed like it was not only for disabled. So we're
yeah,
just trying to figure that out.
yeah, we have to confirm that, but
Yeah, so we
yeah.
just want to encourage somebody out there that um we're going to go to a big networking event, and they're like, she was in a wheelchair and I get to share the living food. She said, Kiki, bring your cards. And I'm like, I did not look for this. And those that know me, I'm going to continue to share living food because it is essential for ourselves. And I'm going to continue to share that we have a simple solution. And that is part of Joyce's testimony. If she wasn't, how should I say, healthy minded, Joyce was not healthy minded in November 2019. Not to mention wasn't even walking, but even her mind wasn't where it's at today. You better believe living food has supported her cells in her body to be able to go to school, memorize medical terms, 26 of them in one day. You better believe that living food has supported her. So I feel so blessed that I get to share. Now, it's not about me, it's about Joyce's story and whatever the Lord leads. But I will tell you, if we can help other people, and Joyce's heart is to help those with disability, cell food will support your health, disability or not, CP or not, cerebral palsy. But her heart is going to be where she's at, right? Just like us, same thing. So this is where we're going to do tomorrow. We have to be in Culver City by 8:30 a.m. Goodness, we don't get out of the house. We're so comfortable here, but we're going to go. And there's all these questions that they're going to ask Joyce. And I just tell her, speak from your heart, Joyce. She already made an impact today. If you go back on the video from today, Lord have mercy. She started off funny. She broke the ice. She said, what? She goes, I thought when I was invited to a steak.
A stakeholders meeting, I thought I was gonna get a steak.
So everybody was laughing because it was awesome. And so, we just have to be ourselves. God created us with purpose. And my page is about hope and health. I will always talk about the Lord because all things come from Him. He wants us healthy, and He gave us something very powerful at the cellular level so that we can have a better education, so that we can be a better mom, be a better grandmother. Whatever the case may be, we're going to be healthier to reach our destiny. And I interviewed somebody once, and he made sense. And he said, the best place to go to learn is a cemetery. I'm like, what does that mean? He says, so many people have died prematurely and did not get to fulfill the destiny.
Oh, okay.
Right?
That does make sense.
Yes. So, yes, stay healthy. Get on the living food for 30 days. Don't skip a day. Every day. Okay? It's less than $2.50 investment in your health. We spend more on that and unhealthy food, and we don't even think twice about it, and we wonder why. We're sick and tired. So let's wake up themselves. And the funny thing is that, well, it's not funny. For the last couple days, Joyce got sick on me, and I'm like, oh my God, Joyce, they're depending on you. You got to get better. So I kept sharing one drink after the other. Then she got better. And then at 3 and 4 a.m., she was up. I don't feel good, Mama Kiki. I don't feel good. I gave her another one. I said, you've got to get better. So she woke up, and I was kind of up early too because you were up. But at the end of the day, she woke up, and I kept saying, how do you feel, Joyce? How do you feel? She says, Mama Kiki, I feel better. So by the time we left, she was laughing. She was having a good time, and she nailed it. She nailed it. So all these same people are going to be there tomorrow at this networking. It's called SCAD. What does that mean?
Southern California Apprenticeship Network.
She has a great memory. So yes. So if anybody has any questions, please reach out to me or to Joyce. Get healthy, get free resources, because I think they have so much to give and not enough people know about this.
Right.
Because people are following the traditional go to school,
Right.
4-year college. And I'm not saying don't do that. I'm saying you may want the alternative. And
Right.
this is so structured. There is so much support. And I'm so grateful that we responded to this flyer, that we didn't think nothing about it. And now Joyce has all the support. They take care of you.
Yeah.
And
they
I noticed, Joyce, everybody was trying to figure out, how do we get the word out? And they were
Right.
all talking about their challenges.
Yes.
And then the others,
Yeah.
oh, I have a solution for that. So
Yeah.
everybody was very passionate about helping people. I'm just blown away. And even the doctor was very, he was about, man, I'm gonna say like his 80s.
Oh,
And he
yeah.
was right there saying, you know what, we've got to get the word out. We've got to make a difference here. Things aren't
Yes.
going in the right direction. Why are people going to college and still can't get jobs?
Right. Right. Um, right. And if you think about it, Mama Kiki, a a a, a 4-year college, they instill so many subjects into you, like like by the end of the 4 years, you don't know which way to turn. So an apprenticeship is more structured, and I and personally, that really works for me.
And your teacher has what, 8 students, 5 students?
Uh,
Around there.
yes.
So to me, that's even better. And it's just amazing. So again, we're about hope and health. And we just want to share the word, and also share that, God knows the desires of your heart. Psalms 37:4, delight yourself in me and I will give you the desires of your heart. Sometimes it feels that there's no change, and we need to learn to just have faith and not believe what's going on in the natural, but in the spirit realm, God will just show up like he did today. They're talking about doing YouTube videos to get out to the younger generation, because the younger generation is about videos and Netflix and all these things. They're trying to find a way. And I'm like, oh, let Joyce be your spokesperson, And I loved it, Joyce, because this Ready, Willing, and Able is brand new.
Yes.
And then they say, oh, Joyce is the pioneer of this program. Did you hear that?
Yes. And so is our billing and coding course, Mama Kiki. Amita, which is the director of the college, she came up to me during break, and she was like, and 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 she was like, your class is basically the pilot that's gonna drive this billing and coding for healthcare career college.
Wow.
I was like, what?
So look at, you already the spokesperson. I mean, so far, we don't know where it's going. We pray that, God, no matter what, has a plan for our lives. We can, what's that verse that you say? We can take a step or what? But God orchestrates, right?
Yeah. We
Plan?
We may plan the journey, but God orchestrates our steps.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So either way, we know God is amazing, but in the flesh, we're like, oh, we want her to be the spokesperson. We want this and we want that. But at the end of the day, I know that this door being opened, it's not a coincidence, because there are no coincidences with God. Right. So
Right.
we're in the moment, and, we're learning to live in the moment, because tomorrow has enough troubles. And I told Joyce, let's get on and do a video and let's wrap up the day, because we don't want to get behind, because tomorrow's gonna be another exciting day. And
Yeah.
I hope to videotape you, and I can't wait till you share your bio. And I'm gonna try to film that too. So stay tuned, everybody. We love you guys. We want to support you with hope and health. And would you like to say something? Anything else?
Um, I just I I I just really want to say that if if uh if 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 you have faith, anything is possible. And 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 God will see you through it.
Yeah, seen you through it, huh?
Yes,
Did you ever
definitely.
think in November when you came any of this would be happening?
No, no, absolutely not. I had no idea. I'm I I I absolutely did not think that life was gonna get any better than excuse me, than living with you.
Thank you. Can you elaborate on that? Getting better than what? What did you think your life was going to stay at?
Well, I mean, I, 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 ha- I knew, I knew I had the word of God and I knew I had the living food. I, um, I was, I, I, I didn't think it could get any better than going to like a day program. You know what I mean?
Could you just
So,
take a minute, and what was your life like before you came here?
well, before I came here, uh, Mama Kiki was my third home, and we before I came to her, I was in a wheelchair. I was going to a day program every single day for like 4 hours at the most, just going to Walmart and not really fulfilling anything.
So Walmart was an outing.
Y- yes, yes, it was one of the outings. It it was that was basically it. Like I mean, we would do arts and crafts like 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 during the time period when we couldn't go anywhere, they would send us arts and crafts, and I never did them because I didn't feel like I was I I I I I I I um I knew I could achieve more, in other words. I just I I I I I didn't know what that was yet. So I was like kind of just stuck before I came to you. I was
Yes, and the day program was amazing. I mean,
yes.
I've never experienced anything like that until Joyce came to move with me. So every morning they would pick her up in a white van and wheel her in and take her, I guess, to a mall or to the dollar store or Walmart for like 3 hours, basically in the community, to get some fresh air and bring her back. And Joyce was just not there anymore. I'm so grateful for them. But Joyce wasn't being stretched anymore. Her mind was already healthy, her body was healthier, and she knew, like, I want to go to school. No, I want to go to school. So you talked about it for a little bit because your mindset and your body didn't take long after you were on the living food to start getting stronger. It didn't take long. Okay. So with that said, it took a couple years for us to finally start moving, and you applied for Mount Sac at the end of last year to say 2023, I want to do something different.
Right.
And then we got the flyer, and here we are. So this is the old Joyce, and she wants to bring awareness. Even her friends, share the drink, get healthier, have a better quality of life. Give yourself cell food and get stronger in your joints, get stronger in your mindset, emotions. It hits all of that, right?
Yes.
So here we are. Stay tuned. God is up to something, and he's always working behind the scenes. Even if you're praying for something, know that God is working behind the scenes. Just thank him, and you have to trust him. You have to trust somebody. And I'm telling you, we can't trust man or woman. They will fail us, just like I will fail you, because I'm human. Only God. If God gave you a promise, or it's in the word of God, that promise is for you, right, Joyce?
Yes.
It's for you. It's for all of us. And it will come to pass. And so, wow, we'll make 4 years November. Oh, those have been following the story have seen the ups and downs. You've seen it from being mobile to having an 8-month migraine that didn't let up. You guys remember that? It's been a lot in not 8 months, sorry, in 3.5 years. It's been up and down. But you know what? All I could do is share what I know. The living water and the living food. That's our morning recipe. Read our scriptures, hang out with the Lord, drink our drink. Other than that, we have no control. And all we know that God has control. And this is what's going on in our life. So we hope that we bless somebody today. We hope that somebody has hope. And we're always here for you. I've heard somebody say, if you want what I want, do what I do. Don't just sit back and say, wow, they're so lucky. Wow, I wish that was me. It can be you, but we have to take action. It's not just going to happen. Pick up the word of God, read the promises, drink the drink. Let the cells wake up and function at another level. Those two things, that's it. That's all we've done and we'll continue to do. Right, Joyce?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Well, today's been awesome, and tomorrow's going to be more awesome. We're excited. We're relaxing. And then we're going to get up early and make a drive to Culver City. And we're going to be a little dressed up because you are the main star tomorrow, Joyce. You're going to be the only one sharing your story. I mean, God is amazing. Amazing, you guys. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I think we're done now, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Until tomorrow.
Yes. Stay tuned. We're going to try to do live. I felt kind of ghetto, in this meeting, and I'm like filming. I'm like, I don't care. I've got to get this footage. People need to know. But that's okay because two other people, you had three paparazzis today.
Oh my gosh. That was so many.
3 paparazzis, but
Yeah.
you did amazing. And I love your God confidence. I love seeing you bloom, shine. Has it been easy, guys? Absolutely not. We have our moments. How, Joyce?
Oh,
How,
yeah.
Joyce? We have our moments.
We definitely do.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, guys, we love you. We're going to say bye for now. And Joyce, take it away.
Happy
Self,
self, happy
happy body. Bye.